I'm from Hunza Valley, which is the northern side of Pakistan. I was born there, I grew up there. It was a privilege that I was the first female engineer from Gilgit-Baltistan. And I thought that was a very big responsibility, a really big responsibility, what I could contribute back to the country, to the valley itself, and to Gilgit-Baltistan. I chose education. British Council has been a springboard in my life. And ultimately at the British Council, I became the global head of higher education, looking around 200 countries. So I had the opportunity to work with institutions, governments, states, policies. There comes a point in one's life, Mansoor, when you think about, what matters most to me. Matters most to me, I thought that my children are growing up. I have to go back to my own country where I started. And this is a full circle for me. I planned that I'll go back to Hunza, open a school. And I was very committed. I had planned everything around it. But then this opportunity came, and the co-founders of Malala Fund and the mission, actually, it approached me. And I thought, why not? What actually appealed to me was the simplicity in the mission. Usually institutions, organizations come up with these wonderful taglines and missions and stories. Corporate consultants actually do it for them. But what I thought, 12 years of free and safe education for every girl so that they can learn and lead. How simple it is, but how powerful it is. And the second thing which actually resonated with my mission was the scale in this country is so huge that despite we wanting the government or the state to do it, they won't be able to do it. It's so huge. At least 9 million girls are out of school. Secondary level, at least 6 million. I mean, think of this. How many countries in the world have this population, but we have out of school learners who are sitting outside. And the Malala Fund's mission is to work with the civil society, with partners, so that there are partners in education. They remind policymakers, not only remind, but also work with the communities so that they believe in education and we work together. So I think these are the two things: education, girls' education, and partnership. We are at least 10 years old in Pakistan. It's very young for an organization. We have civil society partners. We call them education champions. They are part of our education champion network. Around 30 wonderful organizations. These are grassroots organizations, grass-top organizations, really embedded in the local communities, grounded in local realities, working in Thar, working in Faisalabad, working in Hunza, working in Sindh, working in KP, are wonderful partners and champions of change who not only advocate for radical changes in education, they work and support local organizations in making sure that they understand how girls' power is important, how education resourcing is important, how rights are important, how do we understand what rights do we have, keeping the girl at the heart and center of our work. In KP, our partners were very helpfully working with the wonderful government and policymakers to provide free transport in 10 districts of the province. In Sindh, we were able to help the government induct more female teachers. In Punjab and South Punjab, we have been able to help children to go without corporal punishment and the strictness and harshness that teachers and school systems have for girls. Sometimes what happens in all donor-driven countries and the third world and the global south, as we call, there are islands of excellence. There are pockets of wonderful work that take place. But the connection, there's a disconnect between them. We as Malala Fund want to provide that safe, convening space to our partners who work with us, but also to all those allies and all those networks, individuals, institutions, girls, boys, foundations, trusts, to use our platform as a safe, convenient, trusted, go-to partner when it comes to amplifying the voice and the mission. my wish and our success is to be seen as that partner who gels them together, brings them together, not only to learn from our successes, but to learn from our failures. What hasn't worked? What hasn't worked in Sindh, so that it should help other partners. We use this mighty network word. We have a mighty network platform, which is digital at the moment, but also in person, where all partners meet from Sindh, from KPK, from previous agencies, from GB, from Chitral, from AJK, from South Punjab, so that they learn from each other. We also have joint action grants. We call them JAGs. It's a fancy name, but that's how we bring them together. They work together on one project, but they are 4 different partners in 4 different parts of the country, usually rural side of the country. They work on one mission. They have projects, they talk to each other, they create project together, they shape it together, they implement it together, they assess it together. And let me also tell you, this does not stop at Pakistan. Malala Fund works in 6 countries. We work in Afghanistan, we work in Tanzania, we work in Ethiopia, we work in Brazil, we work in Nigeria is our big country, with our support from the US and UK teams. So it's a global team of missionaries, which we call Malala Fund, and all we work around is the rights and resourcing of girls. And these partners, who we call our partners, Malala Fund network is open to them. How we populate, how we nourish, diversify our small scale community-based organizations, CBOs, local organizations, and groom them up, and then let them be sustainable. We do not make them dependent on our grants, and our grants are not very huge. It's just seed funding to help them grow, and then they do the magic. मैं एक ऐसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन चाहती हूँ, ऐसा मुल्क चाहती हूँ कि हमारे काम, हमारे पार्टनर्स के काम, हमारी बच्चियों, हमारे मुल्क, हमारी नेशन खुद इस काबिल हो जाए कि हमें मलाला फंड की यहाँ ज़रूरत ही ना पड़े. हमारे बच्चे बच्चियाँ सेल्फ सफिशिएंट हों, कॉन्फिडेंट हों, ना सिर्फ लीड करें, थ्राइव करें इन देयर इंडिविजुअल रोल्स बट ऑल्सो इन देयर कलेक्टिव रोल्स. और ऐसा मुल्क हो जिसमें हमारा हर बच्चा, हर बच्ची सेफ हो. सबसे ज़्यादा जी सेफ्टी है. हर बच्ची को आसानी से, बच्चे को बाहर इस मुल्क में निकले कोई ख़तरा ना हो. अल्टीमेट एक पॉइंट, जिम्मेदारी, एहसास जिम्मेदारी. ब्लेम गेम ख़त्म करें, इसने ये नहीं किया, हमारी गवर्नमेंट करप्ट है, हमारे लोग ऐसे हैं, हमें इनहेरिटेंस में ये मिला है. एहसास जिम्मेदारी. मैं जब खड़ी होंगी, मेरे बच्चे जब खड़े होंगे, आपके बच्चे जब खड़े होंगे, अपनी अपनी जिम्मेदारी पूरी करेंगे, तो वही शम्मा जलाते जाएंगे तो रोशनी खुद ब खुद आएगी, डार्कनेस ख़त्म हो जाएगी.